Alright, what's up guys? So, Bodycam Express, they have uploaded a video titled When Your Partner Gets You Arrested. Yeah, that's one of those things where if I'm hanging out with my significant other and she then did some stuff either while we're there or before, whenever, and now I'm getting in trouble, yeah, that's one of those things where the relationship is now officially over. I know people will be thinking like, bro, you supposed to stick by yo. No, there ain't no sticking by nothing. I'm like, you done got me in trouble, and it's like, fam, I ain't even do nothing. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, nah, you want to live a reckless lifestyle, you very well can live a reckless lifestyle. Just don't get me involved in this reckless lifestyle. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get to this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Bodycam Express for more videos like this. And with that being said,
we surely have heard about lovers being there for each other. But what is it like dragging your partner in a mess totally caused by you?
Alright.
And I know I wouldn't do nothing like that to my significant other, so. Oh, I think I remember this, or that first bit. Oh, I remember this one too!
You're gonna get tased.
Huh? What is it then?
You have pending charges for...
Excuse me, no! Back up!
Someone could lie,
Telling the cops to
scream,
back off. That's
or not
crazy.
comply with the officer just for the sake of getting away with a crime. But when it comes to doing a list of these actions, because of your partner's misdemeanor,
yeah,
that's when you know you're doomed.
This one, I remember, this was like, that was this particular video, or that one that they were just showing, that, I remember that was like some of the first, like, that was like one of the first few body cam videos I had reacted to.
4 instances when your significant other gets you arrested for their lawlessness. Starting off with a pair of young adults who were more in love with their possessions than being with each other. The man wouldn't care about his girlfriend, and his foolishness led his girlfriend to get arrested.
Yep.
On November 2nd, 2021, an officer on duty caught sight of illegally parked cars in the roadway hazard, with one
and it's
being
like they
without
got
a tag.
that like whole driveway.
All of the houses had vacant driveways,
Yeah.
and he couldn't identify where the cars belonged to. Hence, he visited the nearest house for interrogation.
Because, like, let's say it's a situation, I guess more so if they, like, an emergency vehicle is, like, going, because that's a very narrow road. So, like, let's say an emergency vehicle is trying to go down that road and they driving at high speeds, because I've seen that before where it's like, I remember it was like, I don't know if I still have that video up, but I just remember there was a time where a cop, he came flying through my neighborhood. And, no, it was a situation where it was like, bruh, like, if somebody would have been out in the middle of that street, or if a car would have, he definitely would have, he would have messed that car up. So, I guess they're looking at it as like, let's say if it's a fire truck, paramedic, cop car goes flying down that street, and then that car is parked out in the street like that, it could be a situation where they might not notice it, and then they unswerved, lost control of their car, and now they got into a car accident. So, and it could, all these trees, yeah, it's like they can mess their car up. So, it's just in situations like this, where you got this big old giant, well, maybe like not this portion of the yard, but you still got like all this of your yard and a driveway and a garage, and it looked like a decent sized garage too. It's like, yeah, fam. And I think their situation was like, oh, the cars don't work. It's like, okay, well, get somebody to put it in neutral, get somebody to push it so you can put it in the yard at least. But yeah, this couple was like mad and entitled.
I need 2 1070s here. Signal 91. 65 or 28 for the second one.
And that car,
Upon no
like,
answers,
dang,
the
bro.
officer called in for towing cars. Now this is the girlfriend who came out running from the same house when she saw her boyfriend's car being taken away.
Miss?
Hi.
You have an association with this car?
Yeah, it's my boyfriend's car.
Can you prove ownership?
Yeah, I have a title. The problem was it wasn't running. That's why it's been parked right there. But
Okay, well,
tried to push it into the driveway.
We've been here for a half an hour trying to reach someone. So now they have it, and now he'll
But
have
I'm
to
right
make
here.
a ring.
Is there any way you could just...
You don't own it, he doesn't own it.
Yes, we both own it.
Okay.
It is our car.
Is the title in your name?
It is in his name.
And that does us no good.
He lives here. Excuse me.
Okay.
Please, can you please make an exception?
I've been here for a half an hour. I banged on your door. Got nothing.
I didn't hear it.
Okay. So
Okay, it's like I'm not gonna be the judge of like that house and where you're at, but I feel like you could be all the way at like the furthest corner of that house if a cop is like banging on the door and stuff, yeah, you're gonna hear that. I'm like, fam, there's at times with headphones on and listening to music or watching a video, I can hear things around the house. So like, yeah, that's just one of those things where it's like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, like, I guess, speak for your housing situation, but I feel like you'll be able to hear a cop. She probably seen that it was a cop and was all like, no, I'm not answering the door and things, and then just left it at that. So
You go show
anyway,
proof and they can pick it up. You know anyone that owns this car? That's next. You know them?
Yep. That
Okay.
was my boyfriend's friend.
That one's going next.
I wasn't aware that you were.
So this one's already done.
She knew the officer won't step back from his duty, so she called Chester, her boyfriend, and informed him about the situation.
Hello? Jester, they're towing the B7 and they're about to tow Mitch's car, so you guys should get back here. The B7 is still right here, but the police officer is not letting me take possession of our car.
Why?
I don't know. Why aren't you letting me put this car into my driveway?
Because you don't own it, miss.
He owns it and he lives here.
Okay, well, if he were here,
We
maybe.
both own it. We both
If
pay
someone
for
else
it.
were here, maybe I'd talk to them.
Can you do that?
Okay, so I have to come talk to him, or do you go straight?
I guess so. They're taking the B7 right now. Like it's loaded up on the thing. He won't let me push it into our.
When it was time for
most
the
like residential areas are set up that way too. Like you can't park out in the middle of the street and things, you know. Or I guess like it. Well, I think it really does depend. But at the same time, yeah, it's always like best, you know. I guess in situations like that, like park as close as you possibly can to your house. But if you got all that space right there, yeah, it's like you got like driveway space, garage space, grass space, you know. And I've seen that where it's like with my neighbors, fam, they park in the grass, they park on top of the house if they could. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, like I said, if an emergency vehicle is coming down this street and they driving at high speeds, it's like, yeah, it's like they try to swerve and then they lose control. All these different trees, a house. I'm saying it could be a lot of different things they can
next
hit.
car to be towed, she stood in the way to prevent it with her full strength. However,
like,
she could have
yeah.
moved out of the way if it wasn't Chester forcing her to block the car from being picked.
By the way,
No, not moving.
if you don't move, I'll arrest you, miss.
He's saying he's gonna arrest me if I don't move. They're going to be here in 5 minutes.
Move or you'll be arrested.
It's like, ma'am, it don't work like that.
You're not the owner. I'm gonna count to 3,
They're
miss.
going to be here in 5 minutes.
You're gonna be arrested if you don't move.
They said.
He getting ready. You don't see that?
Move away or you'll be arrested.
You can't arrest me when they're going to be here in 5
Wanna watch me?
minutes.
Are
Can
you an
please-
adult?
Can
You wanna
please-
watch?
Can you please stop?
Wanna watch?
Listen.
No,
You
no,
please-
I don't listen to you, miss.
Please stop your power
Last chance.
trip.
Last
Please
chance.
stop your
You
power
gonna move
trip.
out of the way?
Please.
It's not your car. You're in the way.
Can you please listen to me?
No, you need to listen. Are you gonna move
Okay.
or not?
I will move.
Turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
Stay there. Just stay there.
No, they're gonna. He's saying he's gonna arrest me.
Turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
We're gonna sue the shit out of him. It's fine.
Okay. Are you gonna move or not?
By this point, the
That's just one of those things where it's like, look, people, you know, a lot of situations like this where it's like the person, it's like, because you got somebody that's entitled, and yeah, you know, that cop could be having a little bit of a power trip. But again, you got to remember, he was banging on your door. I'm saying that it's like, yeah, you know, it's like you can trust that cop whether or not, but I feel like, yeah, once when them cars get towed, it's like you can't really do nothing about it. And if you think like, you know, standing out there and protesting, that's not gonna help the situation either. So it's like, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you just gotta take the L on this and then get the cars back, go on about your business, you know, and then yeah, just don't park out on the street like that. But anyways,
officer had warned enough, but she kept on listening to her boyfriend who demanded her to stand in the way. So officer did what he had to do.
So we're going
I'm trying
sue
not
the shit
to. I'm
out of
trying
you.
not to, but I can't. Obstruction is the probable cause. All right.
and she stood out in the middle of the car anyways.
Now you're under arrest.
We're going through a lane.
It's like, I remember this video, but there's like parts of it that I forget. But I'm like, yeah, it's just, it's still shocking even watching it now. I'm like, man, like I see this already, but I'm like, lady, I mean, come on now. It's like the cop, that, I'm telling you, that entitlement, it is crazy, all right? But anyways.
Probably sue me.
Traffic 12. No, probably have a white female 1015. Have a seat, watch your head.
Yeah,
The majority of the
boyfriend,
situation
he shows up and he's on 100. And it's like, fam, if you get your car's towed on this side, what makes you think you can park right then and there and stuff? And it's like block traffic. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It was like this couple mad entitled.
when Chester reached back home along with his friend Mitch to encounter the police officer.
Why the are my cars being
I'm like, bro, back up.
down? My car's back down. I'm not doing this. We've had zero warning, zero anything. You're arresting my girlfriend for parked car. What the is going on?
I just got here.
Okay, so explain.
Let's started out. You pulling up like this and being hot.
I was doing the speed limit. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not doing anything hotter than you guys are
Yeah,
doing.
but it's like it's the thing is that don't matter. You pulling up and approaching a cop like that, fam. If they wanted to, I remember he does end up getting arrested for something. But anyways, I think he like threw the cop's glasses or some stuff like that. But anyways. But it's like that cop very well could have slammed you on the ground, and then it's like now you're hurt because it's like you want to like pull up and start approaching cops. Notice he didn't do that because if that is a female cop where it's like the body camera's being focused on and stuff, yeah, he didn't do that to none of the male cops. He did that to the female cop because he feels like he got this like I ain't gonna say authority and things, but he feels like he got like this higher power because he's on this I'm a man type stuff. This like bro, if dealing with a cop, it don't matter what you are. You could be Thanos for all we care and stuff, and it's like it ain't gonna matter, all right?
I just got here, so what's going on your side?
I show up to all my cars being towed away and someone being arrested.
Are they in the roadway?
No, they were parked here.
Sir, can you help me understand what's going on here?
Well, now that if this is your vehicle,
Yes.
and you can prove ownership, now you'll have to pay the release fee.
No, why? I didn't do anything. Why is it getting towed?
It's illegally parked at a roadway hazard.
I just got here too, sir.
Okay, so
But-
what?
Yeah, and that too, where it's like, fire trucks, I guess, like, if they're trying to, like, find, like, the best possible, like, so let's say their house catches on fire, and then the fire truck's trying to, like, find, like, a good spot to, and I mean, I guess, like, yeah, they could, like, park right there in front of the driveway, but then it's like, if the person's like, no, we gotta move our cars out the way, yeah, it's like, there's, like, areas that, fire trucks are supposed to park at when, putting out a house fire and things, or somewhere else and things, maybe if these woods catches on fire, then it's like, how are they supposed to put the fire out if these woods catches on fire and the guy's car is there? So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you gotta think about the surroundings and stuff.
Sir, I
But
just got here. I was talking
Who do I
about
need to
sir.
talk to then?
Well, don't walk up on him like that.
No, you won't. Yes, I will. What the f*** is going on?
Wait.
You want to tow all my shit? Explain what's going on.
I see
Well,
this
now
all
you
the
can
time.
go to the tow lot and make arrangements to pick up
You
your
guys are
car.
messing with the wrong f***ing people. You are going to be sued.
I'm like, bro, who are you?
I have no idea what this is.
You want to take possession of your friend's property? It's up there on the car.
This is not helping you guys.
I don't. Just shut the f up, please. Just, what are we doing here? You guys
asking questions.
You guys done then? Can you get the f out of here?
No.
We're on the public roadway, man.
Okay, just shut.
While Chester kept on being disrespectful with the officers, he even tried smashing the officers' glasses, but he was too scared to get arrested.
I don't see them down here. They would have been right on top of the grass, and if they got buried. Or...
Off the property. Off the property. Yes, where do you think he's standing?
It's like, bro,
I'm
relax.
about there. I'm good. Are those her glasses or mine?
They were on the car. They're mine now.
Well, they look a lot like mine.
They were on the car.
So now we're good.
Look, now you ran.
Off my property.
I think he has my eyeglasses, and you just threw them in there.
You gave them to me.
They were sitting.
Off my property.
They
Off
were
my
sitting
property.
on the car.
Yes, on my car, and you told me to get them.
Are those?
But it's like, my thing is this. He just played the most toughest guy act that he could possibly play. Why did he run like that? That was one of them, like, fear runs. Like, I don't want to get arrested.
Are those my officer's glasses or not? Do you want to be charged with theft, Chester?
Okay, fine. You want your glasses?
Yeah, after you threw them, if they're damaged, you're going to get charged with criminal mischief.
You're already wrapped. Calm down. Where did they even go?
You threw them in here somewhere.
No, they're brand new. Good to go.
Officer Nick,
Are those yours or hers?
yours?
Overall, the encounter resulted in the cars being taken to the tow yard.
I thought he did
and
get
Chester's
arrested, but I
girlfriend
guess
was
not.
arrested for resistance. However, the state chose not to prosecute. Although Chester and his girlfriend were able to collect their cars from the tow yard after proving their ownership and were free to move ahead. The couple next stop could have easily ducked
Yeah,
out,
I remember this
but
one.
they chose to trouble themselves into being arrested.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back or you're gonna get tased.
In January
Woman in the back talking about
2023 in
don't tase him
Florida,
or something like
a
that. It's
couple
like,
got
who are
involved
you?
in a vehicle accident, which ruined multiple parts of their car.
Okay, where's the damage to your vehicle? So he sideswiped the sidewalk, and we got rear-ended by a semi, and we're already in the works of that.
Okay.
And then he smashed into it again, which damaged this. Put the freaking nasty ass cut in our bumper and our fucking.
You know where the lanes
hatch.
merge over there?
Yeah. Hold on. So, the first point of impact was where?
Right here.
Right here, on the side. Oh. So where did he hit you at first? Back
Right
here?
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
back here. Sideswiped us. Okay, so when he sideswipes you, you guys are continuing in motion forward, both of y'all? Yeah, and then we went to go slow down because we're like, well, we need his insurance. He just hit us. Right. And then so we go to slow down, and then boom.
Yeah, you hit us from 30 to 40.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
Like, it was a hard hit. Do you have a driver's license?
No, I do not.
Do you have any information that I can get so I can put you on the report?
But when the officers went in depth with the situation and confronted either of the car owners, the story took a turn.
So if you're ahead of me and I'm in the straight through lane, this is my lane. You have to slow down and go behind me. There's no law that says I have to slow down and let you over. He has the right to keep going.
Okay.
So if they merged over and there was a connection,
There could be. Okay. So you're in the merge lane? You were in the merge lane?
Yeah, we're in the merge lane. We're getting in between these two vehicles, including him. And he decided it was a good idea to speed the up. And then he totally sideswiped us.
Okay.
yeah. So even with them jumping in front of them, jumping in front of him, hitting the brakes, that's unlawful use of brakes. You can't jump in front of someone because he has to have enough time to know that you're merging over. Basically, this damage even solidifies that they're at fault. You jumped in front of him, jammed your brakes, he hit you because he didn't have enough time. That means they probably sped up, cut him off, which is why she has that first impact by the rear wheel.
Okay.
That just says that you merged over and you connected, which means you didn't have the room to come over.
Okay.
Even though the lane merges, the right lane still belongs to him.
Okay.
He has the right of way. The only time you don't have a right of way is when there's a sign that dictates you must do something.
He decides, I guess, that he doesn't want to merge behind me.
Yeah.
So he just guns it. Like, I don't know what he expects me to do, but he just, like, he's parallel with me and he just bumps me in the side, right? And then so I kind of slow down a little.
Yeah.
And he guns it and jumps in front of me.
Okay.
And it slams on his brakes, and then I rear end him.
Okay.
He immediately jumps out of the car and starts coming at me. Like he's slammed his hand. Like he's like.
So the male half was driving, not the female?
I'm not sure who. Yeah, he was driving.
Okay.
Throughout the conversation, the couple were positive that they'll mislead the officers, but the destruction arises when they're informed that it's their fault, and either of them yank each other in a clutter, which leads them to getting arrested.
All right, Miss Reeves. Okay. Reyes, I'm sorry. So, unfortunately, you are going to be found at fault for the crash. All right. I know you're from Georgia. Generally, laws are the same everywhere. That's why you can go from here to Florida. Speed limit signs look the same. Field or yield signs look the same. Stop signs, all that such. So, in the state of Florida, if you're in a merge lane, someone's in the straight through lane, they have the right of way, which means it doesn't matter that he sped up. You slow down and you get behind them. The fact that you sped up and crossed over.
We didn't speed up to cross over. We were staying the same speed.
What did he say? You said
Okay.
you couldn't find the car?
No.
Oh,
So
I was like,
even if you
his
did
house
that,
is gonna get me.
you don't do that because I will arrest you.
No,
Next
yeah,
word
but
out of your mouth, better just be
Oh,
quiet.
I have freedom of speech.
No, that's a threat.
No, it's
That
not.
is a threat. I tell you what.
He like, no, it's not. It's like, fam, my thing is this. If it comes down between a cop telling me the law and him telling me the law, I'm listening to the cop. Like, I feel like that, yeah, he he's just I don't know, he's questionable. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you gotta like look at him and see if he's telling the truth. But I'm like, I wouldn't trust him if it came down to him telling me the law. Like, if I'm studying law and I see him as a teacher, I'm like, well, I know this is it's either gonna be me guiding him on what law. I would trust myself with telling people the law than him. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't trust you when it comes to laws. But anyway,
so now put your hands behind your back. Nope. You resist, you will get tased. I'm telling you that right now. Put your hands behind.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
2-5, send me another unit.
Mama.
Put your hands behind your back. You're going to get tased.
You're skinny, bro.
Stop. Put your hands behind your
He
back.
like, stop.
Put your hands behind your back or you're going to get tased. I'm not going to give you another warning. Stop resisting. Stop resisting or you're going to get tased. I don't care.
Like, who cares?
What's your name and badge number?
What's your name and badge number, huh?
Turn around.
Huh?
What's your name and badge number?
Please do it, man.
Okay.
Please, man.
What's your name and badge number?
Okay, stop moving.
I think I wish you would take off that
Okay,
badge, man.
and do what? Are you threatening me?
No, I think I wish you would.
Okay.
I wish you would take off that
I feel like whoever this cop is, he's probably one of those guys that be like studying. He be studying like fighting stuff. Probably grew up watching Bruce Lee movies. Like, yeah, that cop. He's one of those guys where it's like I feel like he would like take the badge off. He's like, okay, now what? Did it just leave this guy like kind of just in the situation? He's like, well, dang, I didn't think I'd make it this week. He was like, you know what? Nah, go ahead and arrest me. I was like, nah, you just willingly took your badge off? Like, nah, bro, you've been itching for a fight for years. Like, I'm just not. It's either that or that cop's leaving that badge on because it's like he knows that he could do some bodily harm to this guy.
What's your name and badge number?
It's on the paper.
Oh, really? Really? That's
Don't
a
wait, no
3-week
detain.
suspension, sir. Thank you very much.
I got you.
Yeah. Ma'am, what's your name and badge number?
Lucas, 2031.
I didn't even start him.
You just told me you beat
No,
his
I
ass.
didn't. I hope you have that on recording.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I hope you do. Okay. Man, I wish you'd take off that guy.
You're going to jail.
No,
You are being placed under arrest.
I have money.
Turn around, put your I don't care.
Dang, man, that body can't. That was the second time it done fell off.
Thousands of signatures in motherfucking car.
I'll be 51 right
No, he's not. Mama.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mama.
Put your hands behind your back.
All units 11 Alpha 1053 for 2513 until
Why is it that's like the first thing people be wanting to do when they get arrested? They call their mom, and it's like I don't know. I feel like if I'm out and about cutting up like this, it's like my parents can't do that to help me. I'm like that. It's just one of those situations where it's all like if I'm out doing stuff like this, I'm like my parents can't help me unless they, the president of the United States and first lady. But I'm like, if not that. Fam, I'm like, I'm out here on my own. It's like, I had to say, like, your parents can't help you, bruh, so.
I'm going to
They're calling you.
You cannot. That is my property.
Officer tucked both of them in the truck and collected their items such as the girlfriend's phone, which had her mom on call.
Does he hang up in her face, the mom's face?
Let my children go.
I know who's on the phone, but I'm hanging up.
I knew the phone the entire time, heard everything. Let my kids go.
Although the couple could easily cut and run, but their misbehavior caused them to be charged with assault and resistance. While lying and then not complying with the officer may have been the dumbest of all ways to get yourself and your partner arrested, the next couple would surprise you with a ridiculous purpose to ruin a day off from work. They were kicked out of a park and practically taken to jail because of a complaint filed by a bunch of minors.
You guys are going to jail. So, stand up and I need you to put your hands behind your back.
On August 16th, 2022, a group of 4 juvenile girls reported to the police department about a couple involved in activity while riding the Ferris wheel within an amusement park.
Oh, wow.
The police
Why
responded
would
to
they?
the call.
That's crazy. I'm like, hey, they look, all right. That's just one of those things where it's like, with just I'm trying to like find just the right words to say because it's weird, man. I don't know. That's something where I'm like, that's it. You doing it out there like where there's a lot of different people. Like the thing is this, you can't stop people from being, acting a certain way out in public. But I mean, dang, like you gotta sit down and think about that. Like you guys are surrounded by people. You get caught, it's over with. I feel like that's way more embarrassing embarrassing than anything else. It's like, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, wait till you guys get home, you know. But yeah, that's just man, this is it's weird.
Immediately and headed to deal with this couple. This is the pair who wouldn't admit their indecent behavior in a crowded area, which is filled with minors.
Were you guys banging on that ride?
No, honey, listen, so my cigarettes, I have shorts on beneath my dress, first off.
Right.
So there's no easy access that's happening here. And I have them in my pocket, in the shorts. They fell out. I bent over to retrieve them on the ride.
Why was he behind you then?
He was trying to help me because they were clear across the ride.
Wait, so like because I know like I think sometimes with those dresses where it's like the shorts can be attached to the dress, but if it's not attached, then it's like, then yeah, fam, I'm like, as soon as that's proven, then it's like, yeah, lady, it's like you could easily, you know, pull your pants down and, you know, get the like I don't know how to, like, you know, it's however you guys want to put it, but I'm like, I don't I don't know how to like to put it in terms where it could be PG and things, but anyways, but yeah, it's like if the shorts are, you know, not detachable but not attached to the dress, then it's like, ma'am, do you think we're dumb? Like, oh what, like you just like how would that even work though? Oh no, well yeah, how would that? Maybe it's like you unbutton the dress and then you put the shorts on, then, but I don't know, man. That's why I'm like, look, that's why with me, it's like I just put on hoodies, jackets, and pants, and I'm like, I ain't gotta worry about no confusing clothing. But anyways.
You want me to answer that?
Well, probably not, I guess, because you're gonna answer like, you know.
Since the pair wouldn't admit and made up a story of grabbing cigarettes from the floor, the officer had to question the teens before charging the couple with public indecency. The description given by the girls was enough to confirm that the duo were actually lying. The girls further specified how the couple addressed them with rude names after riding the Ferris wheel.
What did you guys see?
Yeah, and it's like it's I don't know. It's something where it's like I feel like some like young kids probably wouldn't understand. They were like, hey, why is that guy giving that woman the Heimlich maneuver? I would assume, because that probably, if I'm like 4 or 5 years old and I see some people doing something on the Ferris wheel, I'm like, hey, look, he's giving her the Heimlich maneuver. I'm like, woman, stop choking. But anyways, if not that, then yeah, you dealing with some teenagers. It's like, bruh, they're not dumb. They're not like they mad young to where they don't understand things. Like they're the age where they gonna be understanding stuff. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you guys get caught, you might as well admit to it. So I guess like it won't be a whole process of, you know, you guys lying and then cops going back and forth trying to figure out stuff. Like, you guys got caught. It's like, you know, just you might as well admit to it and go on about your business.
Like 100, like she was on her hands and knees, her pants were off. He was on his knees doing it back and forth. And we could feel our actually shaking.
Oh wow.
One way and two was the other way. Like, yeah, and when we look back, like he was there, her butt was here, butt naked.
You saw her butt.
Oh,
Yes.
You saw like her ass.
Did you see his wiener?
I looked away. It was in it, but I looked.
You saw his wiener in her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Also, the second time, we could feel it.
Because they got dressed to like when to go down, and then when we got back up, they like just started doing
like we saw everything.
I mean, you literally are telling me you saw his going in and out of her.
Wow. That's crazy.
I mean, there's no denying. There's no. Oh my god, I wish it was.
It's like seeing that you got people like me where I get the point and laughing. I'm like, oh, you best believe I'm gonna be just like Ezel from Friday. Like, I'm letting the whole world know of their business. I ain't gonna get them in trouble, but I am going to embarrass them. I'm like, no, why would you guys do that on the Ferris wheel? I'm saying there's like private areas you guys can go to, but not like private areas out in public. I'm saying there's like private areas that y'all can go to where, you know, your privates can be out and about. But it's like, that's some crazy stuff, man.
I really wish it was a picking up a cigarette, but it was bumping into me, and I was like, Jesus Christ, can you like go off of me? And they started laughing, and then they started calling me like this little is like, they called me more, and they were like, this little is like
From the conversation with the girls, the officer was sure about the couple's involvement in sexual activity. However, the officer wanted them to admit it themselves. Therefore, she went for another attempt to extract the truth.
How long did you guys ride this ride?
4 minutes maybe?
How many times did you guys go around?
How many times go around?
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Okay. So, why can those girls, which 2 of them are juveniles, describe to me your guys' private parts?
Describe them?
Yeah.
I mean, I have shorts on, like I told you before.
I understand. But, so listen, this is what I'm going to do for you, okay? You understand that there's cameras and I can watch those cameras and see. So just tell me the truth. Because I know you're lying. So just be honest. Because lying's not going to get you anywhere.
Really? I just had to leave.
Yep,
That's some bullshit right there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're lying, 100%.
Lying?
I don't. So four juvenile
How
girls.
my thing is this though, it's like, how is that? Because he say this BS and it's like, okay, but how? I'm like, you guys, I'm like, the thing is this, you put yourself in that situation to where you guys wanted to do that type of stuff out in public. Now you guys are upset because you got caught. I'm like, now that, if anything, is BS. Because I'm like, that don't even make no sense. Who gets mad about getting caught? I'm like, you guys got caught. It's like, if anything, you guys should be embarrassed. But anyway.
Just gonna make that up.
That's not like, they're fucking little juvenile girls. Like,
2 of them are.
So what?
2 of them are 18 and 2 of them are juvenile. So when
It's
I
like,
watch
what
those
is that?
cameras, I'm not gonna see you guys. You're lying. She wants to tell the truth. Do you understand that you can be arrested for this? It's an N2. Yeah, a misdemeanor of the 2nd degree, and you guys can go to jail because you're not from here. And then you'll have to post bond, or I can call the judge and no bond since you guys are lying, and I know you're lying. It's up to you guys. I'll let you guys talk about it. What they said to me and what they saw, I would be embarrassed.
Who hasn't seen it that they're 8? You know what I'm saying?
So he's trying to say that pretty much like they've seen this before, so what's the problem? Yeah, if my thing is this, in their own personal time, that's one thing, all right? But out and about publicly, that's a completely different thing. That's not the same. It's one of those things I'm like, sir, just no, because he's gonna mess around and say something that's gonna, it's like, yeah, you're gonna just speed up the process of like, you ain't even gonna have to admit, like, just the way that you carrying on right now, it's like it's pretty much one of those things where it's like, yes, sir, it's like you're not getting out of this, you're under arrest. I'm like, might as well just turn around, put your hands behind your back, get handcuffed. I'm like, her on the girl on the other hand, or the woman, it's like, yeah, she's like what the cop said, it's like she wants to tell the truth, but yeah, it's like, you just got this guy over here, and it's like, bro, he's gonna mess around and say something that's gonna incriminate himself. But anyways,
So you think it's appropriate that
That's not appropriate.
that they saw?
But these kids these days, you can't fucking, I don't fucking know what the hell they're gonna say to anybody.
So you think it's appropriate that they saw you?
Saw me what?
Put it to your wife on the Ferris wheel?
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, did I say that? Did I say that?
You said,
Are you trying to take words out of my mouth?
No, you're not going to do that to me. You said they've seen all this stuff.
No, I'm not trying to do nothing to you.
You said, well, they know,
I'm not
they
trying to do
see
anything.
this.
I'm
Okay.
like, there's something else there.
Well,
No, it did not happen.
they're calling their, what?
I don't know what they're trying to say, but nothing like that.
Okay.
it's like, I think what it is, it's one of those situations where it's like they still trying to live out their young days, and it's like, fam, I don't know, they look old. That might be a little bit disrespectful to say they look old, and it's like it gets to a point in time where it's like, yeah, have fun, but don't do no stuff like this that's gonna get you in trouble. It's like, have fun, but in ways where it's like it's normal. Like, people can look at you and it's one of those things where it's all like, hey, there goes that older couple, like, living out their younger days, but in a way where it's not gonna disturb nobody. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's all like, I guess, like, for me, I know people probably ask, like, well, what would be your ideal, like, I guess, like, old person trying to do some young stuff date. And I'm like, all right, so if I'm dating a girl that's a gamer, let's go to the arcade. I'm like, nah, I'm like, let's go to the bank, get some quarters, or what. No, they got like that one, they got like, no, there's an arcade that I've been to where they got like a card. So I'm like, yeah, let's just go to the arcade. I guess if I'm dating a gamer, I'm trying to think what else is like, yeah, but it's like, you know, it's like stuff like that where it's all like, we just out and about. But I feel like people, they still do things like that. They go to the arcade, but I guess like as a date and things, but yeah, it's like, but stuff like this, I'm like, nah, fam. I'm like, that's for a particular website, you know, for a much more mature audience and things. But anyways.
Well, like I told you, you're gonna go to jail. So, what? Public indecency. You can't have sex on a ride.
Sure.
I gave you the opportunity to tell the truth. You didn't want to.
Can I see like videos?
So no, I don't have to show you video footage. So all I have.
You said you had videos.
So no, I don't have to show it to you. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't tell me how to do my job. Don't even. Yeah.
I'm not. Did I?
Don't listen.
So you're telling me I did something I didn't, and then you're gonna take me to jail?
I have 4 witnesses.
I wouldn't be sitting there arguing with them. I'm like, look, I'm like, wait, you guys is acting. You.
So you have the opportunity to be honest.
It's like you hiding something.
There's no way around it. I guess there's no way around it.
Well, here's the deal. So I can call the judge since you guys don't live here, and like, I don't know. I think that since you guys don't even have any remorse for what you did to those children and how upset they are, like that's what bothers me. And now you're lying to me. You don't even care what you did to those children.
How are we supposed to know that?
But either way, they're upset, and you guys are trying to deny that you did.
I'm like, so they're pretty. So if it was adults, I guess it would matter. But since it's kids, it don't matter. Yeah, it's things like that. So I'm like, all right. So let's say you have kids, and then somebody does something inappropriate in front of them. So how would you guys respond to that? How would you want? I guess, and I feel like they probably would say some most stupid stuff. Like, oh well, it's just they're gonna see it at some point, and that's like, yeah. And I'm like, at that point, you pretty much just told me you guys are bad parents. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I guess you're not more so seeing it from their point of view. I'm like, imagine if you see like 2 old people, you know, get nasty up on some Ferris wheel. Yeah, that's gonna upset you. And I'm saying some like old people. I'm saying wrinkly old. I'm saying it's like, it's one of those things where it's like you, at some point in time, like years down the road, you gonna be out and about somewhere, and then them old people getting busy on the Ferris wheel is gonna come to mind, and you just gonna start screaming out in public, because it's like, yeah, it's like, I know I would. And I'm like, that's something I wouldn't want to see. So,
Like, well, I do apologize if they were upset.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be upset? Like, and then you guys are sitting here lying.
After several attempts, the couple eventually admitted to their wrongdoing and waited for the minors to decide whether they should have a case filed against them or they're simply just thrown out of the park. It may have been a tough decision for the girls considering all the testimony and appearance at court, but still, the juveniles decided the couple's fate, which was getting arrested.
Dang.
Is this something you guys want to pursue? Like, do you want them to go to jail, or do you just want them to leave the park?
What would that mean if we wanted them to go to jail? What would we have to do about it?
Well, you guys will have to fill out a witness statement. This will probably go to court, so they might call you guys to testify on what you guys saw. Or we can just kick them out of the park and they go on their way. They could potentially call you to testify on what you guys saw. So I can pursue charges, you know, but I don't want to do that and put you guys through. Well, if they didn't admit it, I wasn't going to give them a choice. And I was probably going to contact the judge and have them no bonded, because they're not very remorseful for their actions, in my opinion. Okay, you guys are going to jail. So stand up, and I need you to put your hands behind your back.
What are we doing about the friends that...
You can call them. I'll let you call them right now.
All right. Hey, you gotta come get these keys.
The girls made the right decision to not just knock out the two of them, but also file a case on charges of public indecency.
But that's the last time they do that.
Some may believe deceiving prevents you from being taken into custody for violation of rules. Just like this couple relied on the theory of lying for escape, the next duo believes in the concept of screaming and gathering a crowd.
Dude, come on now. Kara, can you scoot back a
You're
little bit?
not touching me! I said you're not touching me! Don't touch me!
Like, man.
During the daytime in LA Cross, in August of 2022, a patrol officer noticed a female walking across the road with a loaded bag. Before he walked towards her, the officer was clever enough to call for a second officer before leaving his vehicle and confronting the woman. This is 31-year-old Kara Venable.
Dang, she's 31. I'm sorry.
Who has a history.
I shouldn't have said that. It's because I'm like a few years younger than her. So yeah, it's just, you know, dang. I mean, like I'm saying, it's just, you know, that's there's like has a history. Oh, delivering. Okay, so yeah, it's like it's one of those things where I'm like, people, look. I get like in situations like that, you know, you might want to go to doing drugs. Please, it's like the thing is this. It's like it's bad enough you're in a position where you're homeless. You don't like, you know, convert over to doing drugs and stuff. It's like there's other my thing is this. It's like find things in this world that can like take your mind off of that, because and trust me, there is a million things that you could get yourself into besides doing drugs that's actually going to benefit you, you know. So yeah, that's just one of those things where I'm like, nah, bruh, you know, if I'm in a position where I'm homeless, any bit of money that I can get, I definitely would try to do my hardest to get me a job. But it's like I ain't gonna be using that to furthermore speed up the process of, you know, just I guess like me losing my life, because that's usually what that lifestyle leads into. And I know people like, oh well, there ain't no oh well and trying to come up with excuses for doing it. And I'm like, drugs lead to death. All right, point blank simple. You can argue with me all you want about it, but I'm like, all the different cases I heard of people being addicted to drugs, there have been a lot of cases where them people then died. So that's why I'm like, I ain't hearing no defense for it. It's just one of those things where it's like, nah, you just gotta leave them drugs alone. Do something that's actually gonna benefit you, but for a positive reason, you know, something that's going to give you like just it's gonna benefit you and things. But anyways, drugs ain't gonna benefit you.
She was charged with crime by the same patrolling officer, but she failed to complete her hours.
We just needed I think an officer had a question with you about maybe like a theft or something. I'm not entirely sure, but can you hang tight at the front of my car for me?
I can stand right here. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait till that initial officer comes down, and then we'll figure out the whole situation. Okay?
What kind of theft? What are you talking about?
What?
What kind of theft? What are you talking about?
I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, to be honest with you, Kara.
Robert, go find Dakota, please.
Kara knew something was wrong, so before the situation got out of control, she drew her boyfriend in the mayhem, which was about to occur.
It's like, what's the boyfriend?
A man on a bicycle reached out to Kara, and it turned out he was her boyfriend. Dakota Gillette, a 23-year-old, had no idea what was happening and demanded to know the details.
I don't know. I haven't done it.
The theft or some pending case, I'm not entirely sure. I still know someone needs to talk to her, or an officer needs to talk to her, so.
So what, is it just going to be a ticket that gets issued then? Or
I have no idea.
And when did this
theft supposedly happen? Because I haven't done or gone anywhere.
I'm not the initial officer here, okay? And I probably misspoke on the theft, but an officer needed to talk to you, so.
That it was misspoken on a theft?
I misspoke thinking it was a theft, but an officer needed to talk to you, Kara. So let the officer talk to you, that comes out.
You don't need to get hostile with me just because I'm asking questions about what the
I'm trying to explain it.
You're not telling me, though. You're telling me you think it's a theft, and now you don't know if it's a theft.
Kara grew more and more impatient. She wouldn't stop babbling.
Okay, so then she should be free to go home.
That's not how it works at all.
So how is it then? What is it then if it's not a theft?
You're not free to leave.
Is she under arrest?
She's not free to leave.
Is she under arrest?
She's not free to leave. You can't leave.
Is she? No.
Am I under arrest?
Not yet. You're not free to leave.
So then she's free to leave.
She's not.
If she's not being arrested, she's not being detained.
She's detained. I just said she's. You just said it. You just said it. She's detained.
I said if she.
How do we even not know what it it is. Can you ask them what it pertains them?
When he gets here, yeah.
Why don't you just ask them over the radio?
Give me a second, Kara.
Everything else.
Come on now.
No, because I've been
41 to 66. What's your 20?
I've been standing here. What the pertains?
Right.
My thing is this. It's like, if you know you ain't do nothing, it's because I guess, like, if he approaches me, yeah, if I'm, like, out and about somewhere, cop approaches me and he's all like, hey, you know, there's a cop that needs to come here and just ask you some questions. I'm like, all right, you know, I got nothing but time. I'm like, you know, but if it's a situation where I think that if, like, yeah, they looking for somebody, then I'm like, I am going to do my best to prove my innocence, alright, because I know I'm like, whoever it is, and I'm like, I have to say I've been in, well, not so much as been in a situation like this, I say it was somewhat similar, but, no, it was like, and I know people are gonna probably be all like, bro, you talking on middle school? Yes, I am talking on middle school, but, no, I remember there was a time where the principal, came up to me and approached me and was all like, hey, is your name Tyler? And I was like, yeah, and there was like, a kid just said that you, beat him up in the bathroom. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, nah, we gonna have to do something, because I'm like, fam, I just got here. This is like, it was my 6th grade year. It's my first year in middle school. And I'm like, bruh, I know the kids that I went to elementary with, but I'm like, I don't know nobody. My thing is this, I ain't even got that much anger in me to beat a kid up. And while they handling their business, regardless of whether they doing a 1 or a 2, that's something where I'm like, nah, I at least have the respect that if I'm gonna stump somebody out, I at least will respect their wishes on letting them use the bathroom first. Then I'll stump them out. But I'm not gonna stump them out mid-bathroom usage. So that's why I'm like, but no, it wasn't me. I was like, nah, I ain't out here jumping kids in the bathroom. That's crazy. But I'm like, cause nah, it's like, my thing is this, if it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if they on the toilet, if I go and punch them, they dodge, my hand done went in the toilet, now I'm gonna really be upset. Now if they at the urinals, I punch them, they dodge, and I ain't punch the urinal, my hand done, yeah, it's like, it's just one of those things. I don't be fighting in bathrooms, alright, so, but anyways, yeah, but it's one of those things where I'm like, no, I prove my innocence with the principal, but that's all you really got to do in situations like this. Prove your innocence if you didn't do nothing wrong. But if you know you did something wrong, fam, all that arguing, that's just pretty much giving the cops a reason to believe that you did something. So, anyway.
Then you tell me it's a theft, and now you're telling me you don't know if it's a theft, you don't know what the is?
For real.
Why would you sit there and lie?
I'm telling you what I know.
You said you thought it was
and then I explained I
the
misspoke.
impression that it was under a theft. And now you're telling me that it's something totally different.
I didn't say it's totally different. I said I misspoke.
How are you going to sit there and tell me it's one thing and then it's not?
Right. Okay. Since he's here, hang tight with him. I'm going to make some phone calls, get this all figured out, okay?
You should have had it figured out before you started harassing.
No.
Yeah.
That's not harassing. At all.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. So, she's not free to leave yet.
What's going on?
He's got to make some calls on some stuff.
Yeah, he's telling me that he doesn't even know what it is about. Like,
Right.
First he
So
tells me it's
we
a
have the
theft,
right to be known
then he tells
when you're
me that
getting
he doesn't
detained. You
even
have the right to know what the it's actually about for
So
real.
what does it pertain?
I'm about to get real upset here. Okay. Well, we got an email.
Okay, cool.
We got an email that investigators had some stuff they needed to talk to her about. So.
Investigators had some stuff
About
to talk about what?
exactly? Because I've already told the investigators.
If you don't know, then why the hell?
I know what it is.
Do you think
because
I know
they want,
every
no,
case
listen,
that happens?
No,
in the
they
police
want me to
department
come
of
in and they want me to start
120
snitching on motherfuckers, and I've already told them no.
Kara, I don't know what it is.
I already told him no.
We don't know what it is. It's
Well, I know what it is.
Yes, you do.
I know what it is, and I already told.
We 400 cases a day.
I already told that investigator he can kiss my white ass because I ain't telling him a motherfucking thing.
We'll go double check, and if that's the case, then we'll.
When the officer confirmed Kara's act of crime, he made sure to arrest her. But she initiated screaming and backing away. With all her shouting, she trailed her boyfriend along, and he too had to bear the consequences.
So like I said 5 minutes ago, I misspoke.
Huh? What is it then?
You have pending charges for...
Excuse me? No. Back up!
You're under arrest, Kara. You're under
What
arrest.
for? What for?
Arrest for?
What am I under arrest?
Do it before you arrest her.
Get your hands off me!
For party to a crime for delivering method.
What? To what? To who? Where?
Let go with her.
You want to
Back
go
off.
Why?
That's crazy.
For possession of... Put your hand. No one's on his throat. Stop. Let him go.
On my knees!
Stop. On your stomach. Put your hands behind your back.
Why are they standing so close? Like, this is just, I'm like, nah, you guys gonna have to back up. I'm like, I don't, I'm like, my thing is this. I'm like, I don't like when people stand over me, but 3 shirtless men standing over me, no, y'all gonna have to back it up, okay? Back up, because I'm telling you, if I jump up and do like some Matrix spinning around kick, I'm like, don't say I didn't warn you guys. So I'm just saying, just back up. I'm like, I just got way too many shirtless men around me, and I'm like, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable, so everybody just gonna have to just back it up, all right? That's crazy.
Said let go. I let go when you guys told me to.
No, you didn't.
Bullshit.
Can you sit up?
Bullshit. Bullshit. Review the cameras then, right now. No, before I go anywhere, right now.
That's not how.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's all uploaded to your computer. I know it. No, it's all uploaded to your computer, and you know it. So replay it now.
Watch the house.
I think it takes a while for them videos to process.
Footage now.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You have it on your laptops.
Which isn't right here.
No, it's in
Because it's like, I think it's like them cameras, it like the best way I could describe it, so it's kind of like a GoPro camera, so it's like, I think you have to like plug it in to a computer, which is, yeah, I imagine it's gonna probably be like wherever the station is at, they got like a database thing, you plug it up, because like, no, there was this one movie called Body Cam, where it was, I think that was what the movie was called, but it was like, so anyways, Tyrese Gibson was in there, it's a pretty good movie, but anyways, I think it was called Body Cam, I'll have to look it up afterwards, but anyways, so this one cop, she witnessed these dirty cops kill these drug dealers, and so that's what she was like, the whole movie was her trying to get the body camera back to the police station so she could plug it up, and then it uploads, and then somebody could review it, see that those dirty cops had killed them drug dealers, and then but yeah, it's like, so you have to like plug that thing up. You can't just like go up to a random computer and, you know, because it's like, I imagine there's probably like a lock on them cameras too, where you can't just be plugging those cameras up into things. So yeah, but it's like, it's kind of like a GoPro camera or just any old type of camera. You record, it records all the interactions for the day, and then yeah, then you plug it up. Then it's kind of like and I'm just going based off of like how it is for me on YouTube. Excuse me, when I have to upload a video, it ain't just something that's instantly uploaded. It takes some minutes to upload, so there's like, yeah, a whole like progress bar, or not bar, but it's like a progress thing where it like lets you know like, okay, it's like 20% uploaded, 30%, 40, 50, and then eventually it gets to 100, and I have to, yeah, publish the video and all that stuff. I imagine they don't have to do all that with the body cam video, but yeah, it gets uploaded, and then it's more so like reviewable, I guess, like if it needs to be reviewed or downloaded or whatever. So, but anyways,
do it before I move anywhere. Yup.
Kara did her best to resist arrest and attracted a larger crowd as possible.
I'm like, yeah, them guys.
Meanwhile, on the other hand, Dakota was pushed into the truck, and he didn't stop cursing and banging his head.
You're up when I see you on the outs. I never forget a face.
I haven't searched. Sorry.
No, you can off.
Come back up.
You off.
Come back up. You got any needles on here?
Stop! Stop calling us! Stop!
My car's over here.
Dakota, stop!
You gotta search her still.
You're not putting hands on me. I want a female officer. I want a female
All I'm
officer.
searching, Kara, all I'm searching is your pockets.
You will give me a female officer. So help me God, I will snap. I want a female officer. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Kara, can you scoot back a
You're
little
not
bit?
touching me. I said you're not touching me. Don't touch me.
Cut the backpack.
No.
it's like all he did was tire himself out.
Kill you.
Wow.
Bunch stupid pigs. So you are.
You can't be yelling and then your
Once
voice
they
cracked.
reached the police department, Dakota refused in medical treatment and was highly aggressive towards the staff.
Hands on his toe.
This horrible pair was charged with a number of crimes, including felony, battery, threats to an officer, resistance, and in case of Kara, possession of drugs too. However, they didn't have to serve much time in jail. They were just released on a signature bond.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm saying, it's just one of those things where it's like, I guess it's just, pick and choose who you get into a relationship with. If you're in a relationship with somebody that's gonna send you to jail just on some silly stuff, then yeah, it's probably for the best. You don't be in a relationship with them and things, but. Yeah, that's just like I said. I'm like, I know I'm breaking up with a girl. She get me sent to jail on some silly stuff, and I know I wouldn't do that to my significant other. Get her in a situation where she ends up going to jail. So it's just that I wouldn't want her to go to jail just based on whatever it is that I did. So yeah, let's say if I'm out and about cutting up somewhere and she's with me, and then the cops arrest me, I'm like, no, this isn't your fight. I'm like, don't do that to yourself. Don't give yourself a record because I'm going to jail. Don't do that to yourself. So, but. Anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Bodycam Express for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.